There's that man again.
Some fragrances are just silky smooth. I have quite a few of them that can pass for that, but I'm only going to do seven today. So stay tuned. I'll tell you which ones I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the Teddy Files. I'm your resident sommelier, Mr. Dearest Teddy. And today we are talking about silky, smooth fragrances. Fragrances that have that silkiness to it, that smoothness to it. There's kinds of fragrances that when you put on your skin, it actually makes you feel a little bit smoother as well. So the first fragrance I wanted to come up with is one that you probably wouldn't think has that silky smooth quality to it. But to me, when I wore it, it just kind of gave me a different feel. And it's a somewhat of gourmand fragrance, but it's an absolutely amazing fragrance from the house of Pepe Jeans, London, Addictive Indulgence. So this one right here, it's a sweeter fragrance, but it's not one of those fragrances that are insanely sweet, which is crazy because usually when you come across these types of fragrances that are just a little bit cheaper, they ramp up on the sugar sometimes, man. And this didn't do that. This is blended so smoothly. It's smooth. It almost smells like there's coconut in it, but there is no coconut. It just has this really laid back and chill vibe to it. It is a really good fragrance. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not, groundbreaking or anything. It's not one of those fragrances that's just overly like, natural. No, it's not at all. Not at all like it. But when we're talking about silky, smooth fragrances, this one fits the bill. So let me go ahead and give you the fragrance notes on this one, which are your notes of this one are cardamom, elemi, bergamot, middle notes of chestnut, leather, and cedar, and base notes of cocoa, vanilla, and lavender. So this fragrance right here, to me, is one of those, how do I put this? It's one of those fragrances that within the line of Pepe jeans, I really haven't heard a lot of other people talking about it. Now I've heard people talk about Pepe jeans. They have really good offerings. This one so far I haven't heard a lot about, but as far as I'm concerned, people should be talking a hell of a lot more about this. Now don't get me wrong, there's no longevity. The longevity is not crazy at all. 5 hours at the most, 6 if you're pushing it. But the sillage is actually really good on this one. It doesn't have groundbreaking sillage. Like I said, it's a inexpensive fragrance, but for the price range that you're going to get it for, around somewhat $20-$25 or so, this is extremely smooth, very smooth. So you want to get your hands on a fragrance that's pretty smooth, that's not going to break the bank, get your hands on Pepe Jeans, Addictive Indulgence. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is one that was surprisingly silky to me. Because of the name of it, you would think it would be a little bit more earthy and not quite as smooth and silky. But this one is silky, damn near buttery, and that would be Mercedes-Benz Land. So this series of Mercedes-Benz fragrances, Land, Sea, and Air, are absolutely phenomenal. They surprised me. When I purchased them, I expected them to smell good. I haven't smelled anything so far from Mercedes that didn't smell good. But these guys right here, all three of these, are absolutely phenomenal. And especially this one here. And for this type of weather, this is absolutely perfect, guys. Not a bad atomizer, not anything, over the top. Just regular old atomizer. But the scent, powdery, slightly earthy, sweet from cacao. I believe the earthiness is coming from some of the patchouli in it. This is an amazing fragrance, man. It's so much better than what I thought it was going to be. I was so excited when you spray it on paper. It's okay. It's not anything that's going to blow you away, but on skin, so many of those beautiful notes come out. in this fragrance. Let me tell you what they are. You got your top notes of rosemary and black pepper. You got your middle notes of cacao, balsam fir, and geranium. You got your base notes of patchouli, tonka bean, and woodsy notes. So the woodsy notes don't overpower the fragrance at all. It gives it the balance that it needs, because some of the rosemary and the balsam fir, they hit you somewhat at the top, but they are counteracted by that powderiness of the tonka bean and then some of the sharpness of that cocoa, that cacao pod. This fragrance right here is so well blended, so well balanced, and like I said, it's smooth. It's so much smoother than what I expected it to be. When I saw something called Land, I really thought it was going to be somewhat earthy, almost like a Terre d'Hermes type of thing. But then I saw the notes. The notes were somewhat confusing, but I have had notes where they've had some of the same similar things in it, but then they smell earthy, dry, dirty, all of that type of stuff. All of the wonderful things that we like. This one is not that. This is smooth. It is silky. And it lasts about 6 hours, guys, so that's pretty good. And it's not very expensive. I think I got this for about $40 or so. So yeah, Mercedes-Benz Land, silky smooth. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is a clone of an extremely silky and smooth fragrance. The fragrance is so smooth and silky that it's kind of in the name, and that would be Ministry of Oud Satin. Now, if you don't know what this is a clone of, this is a clone of Oud Satin Mousse by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I do not have that, but I do have this. I have a sample of that. This is extremely close. I would say about 95% close to me. This is an amazing fragrance. The longevity is insane, but the smell itself, it's so elegant and so smooth and so just, it's just magnificent. It's just a magnificent smell. And if you're a fan of rose, this fragrance right here, it doesn't smell like an old lady. It doesn't smell grandma-ish and none of that type of stuff. This is a smooth, silky, just satiny fragrance. This is, oh my goodness. And once you get it on skin, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about. This was one of those dress it up, tuxedo, wear it with confidence type of fragrances. This is the fragrance that I'm probably going to wear. I have a wedding coming up for my nephew in December, the early part of December, and I believe this is going to be my wedding fragrance. Some of your fragrance notes in this one are Bulgarian rose, you have agar wood, Turkish rose, benzoin, violet, and vanilla. This fragrance here, to me, it could lean a little bit feminine. It's definitely unisex. It's perfectly unisex. Like I said in the beginning, it lasts a long time. So if you're not a rose fan, don't spray this, because it's going to be on your skin till you scrub it off. But if you like the smell of rose and a little bit of a powdery feel and somewhat floral, man, this is perfect for those type of occasions. And that would be Ministry of Oud Satin. So the next fragrance that I got coming up has been an OG in the fragrance game for quite some time, and it is definitely a smooth fragrance, and that would be Roberto Cavalli's Uomo. Silky smooth. Sweet, earthy, somewhat powdery on the dry down. Has been, always will be, an underrated but absolutely amazing fragrance. It has this beautiful, just almost candied feel when you first spray it, but then as it starts to dry down and you get into that black violet and the lavender, you start to get a little more of that earthiness, that somewhat green nature, but then you get the sweetness of the honey and the tonka bean brings out that powdery nature. This is an amazing fragrance. I guess I might as well give you the notes because I done gave you half of them. So you got your black violet and saffron at the top, middle notes of honey and lavender, and your base notes of tonka bean, cedar, and patchouli. So this fragrance here, have had it in my collection for a while. One that I do pull in the wintertime. I don't know why I haven't featured it in a video until right now, but I'm a fan of Roberto Cavalli. I have a couple of fragrances from them. I don't have all of the ones in this line, and I'm so upset that I did not jump on it when I learned about it. But I think I learned about the line of Roberto Cavalli just a little bit too late. But I wanted to make sure at least I got one, and I got this one. Longevity is about 6 hours. The sillage is absolutely phenomenal on this one. So yeah, like I said, OG in the fragrance game, and always and has always been and always will be silky smooth, and that would be Roberto Cavalli's Uomo. So the next fragrance that I got is one that's not talked about very much in the fragrance community, and it is definitely one of the absolute smoothest fragrances that I have in my collection, and that would be Caron pour Homme le Soir. So that is my attempt at French for today. I'd much rather stick to croissant and baguette. Watch your mouth. Say nothing. Anyway, this right here is, to me, one of those fragrances that, once again, much like the Oud Satin Mood, it is a dressed up, smooth fragrances. This is something that you, when you putting on something, and I mean putting it on, you put this on as well. This fragrance, like I said, silky smooth, it just works, man. It's hard. This one, and I know my job is to explain the fragrances. I think for this one, I can only give you what I feel on this one, because it's hard to really put into words like this, these technical, I mean, yes, I'm a fragrance guy, but I'm just a guy at the same time, man. Sometimes you just feel things, and this thing makes you feel confident. It makes you feel like a boss. It makes you feel like you're on top of your game. It's just one of those ones. Bottom line, it's one of those ones. Some of those fragrance notes in this one, lavender, vanilla, orris, oak, incense, tonka bean, cypress, violet, and ambroxan. This one here, if you have not gotten an opportunity to smell it, see if you can find a sample. I have scent split down here in the description box. Go down in the description box, guys, and check out those links down there. I put them down there for you guys to be able to go find these fragrances very easily, so you won't have to go hunting for them. And this one right here, if you can get a sample of this, I encourage you to do so, because we're talking about smooth, silky, tuxedo, dressed up, suit and tie ready fragrance. That's this, and that would be Caron pour Homme le Soir. So the next fragrance that I got coming up is one that is somewhat new to the collection. I've had it for a couple of months now. I have worn it quite a few times because I thoroughly enjoy it. I enjoy the fragrances from this house, and when I got this one, I was elated, and when I finally got it on skin, even more. And that would be Issey Miyake's Eau de Parfum, or Parfum de say, however you want to say it. We know what Izzy is, but this one here, this is the modern day version of the classic Issey Miyake that came out in the 90s. I have that one back here on the shelf. I wear that in the summertime as well. This is the one that I can actually wear in the fall and winter, because it's a little bit more denser. It's a little heavier, but not so heavy that you wouldn't be able to wear it in the summer, because I did wear it in the summer as well, because that's when I got it. So it worked for then. It works now. I believe it works in all 4 seasons. This one here, silky, smooth, buttery, just phenomenal. And it's a 3-note breakdown, guys. So all you got in the 3-note breakdown is top note of Szechuan pepper, middle notes of fir balsam, and base note of cedarwood. We all know there's so much more in this fragrance. They don't want to tell us. Well, I'm not going to ask. All I know is when I spray it, it gives that clean feel, but it also gives you this somewhat executive type feel. This grown up, buttoned up, grown man feel to it. This, like I said, this is the grown up or older man's, or let's just say modern man's version, modern older gentleman's version of Issey Miyake. The longevity on this one is about a good 6 hours. The sillage is insane. So let's just go there. The sillage on this one is crazy. It's a lot more than the original, and I'm all here for it, guys. And that would be Issey Miyake Pour Homme EDP. So the last fragrance that I got coming up, guys, is one that is smooth, silky, and somewhat spicy. And I'm all here for it. And that would be Mateen Martin's Wild and Spicy. So apparently my cell phone wants to talk all damn day because it's been talking throughout the entire video. But you know what? We're just going to keep on rolling with this, guys. We're not going to edit too much on it. But this fragrance here. So one of the things that shocked me about it is the longevity of this fragrance. So when you first spray it, it goes on a little bit heavy, just a little bit. But it quickly starts to round out into more of the pink pepper notes. The pink pepper off the top is a bit sweet and spicy. Then you got that freshness, that zinginess from the bergamot. But then the other notes start to come in. Let me give you these fragrance notes so you guys know exactly what I'm saying about it. Your top notes of pink pepper and bergamot, your middle notes of rose, Halethorpe and freesia, and your base notes of musk, vanilla, and tonka bean. So when you first spray this fragrance on, like I was saying, you get that beautiful spiciness and sweetness from the pink pepper and that zinginess from the bergamot. But then you start to get a little bit more into the dry down, and the rose comes out just a slight bit. But what happens with that is it starts to just kind of blend a little bit more with the musk, and then the vanilla and tonka bean come out to give it a sweet powderiness. This is a gorgeous fragrance. Now, like I said, the longevity was what surprised me. This is an over 10-hour fragrance. So I'm just letting you know now. I don't see why you wouldn't like this, but everything ain't for everybody. But if you get this on skin and you don't like it, good luck getting it off right away. You're going to have to scrub it a couple of times to get it off. I had to really go through using my my loofah, my exfoliating soap, all of that stuff to get this stuff off. It's on to stay. You're going to get your money's worth out of this. I got it for like sub $50 or something like that. Like I said, the longevity is crazy. The sillage is phenomenal. I've said that about pretty much everything in this video because they're all phenomenal and they're all silky smooth. And this one right here, not the smoothest of them all, because in my opinion, that would be Caron. But it's right up there with the silky smooth fragrances in my collection. And that would be Mateen Martin's Wild and Spicy. Well, everyone, that is my time, and I hope that you enjoyed this smooth, silky fragrances video, because there's so much more I could have put in this video, but I had to go with these 7 right here, because had I put everything that I thought was silky and smooth in this video, I might as well just went live and just went for like 2 or 3 hours, but we're not going to do that just yet. But guys, I also wanted to say I thank you for the people who have been subscribing, but I believe we need to get some more of those likes and follows and shares up, guys, because right now we're at, I believe, 1652, and we're trying to reach 2,000 by the end of December. I know we can do it. I remember when I was trying to get to just 1,000 followers, and I believe I was in like 900 followers or so. And within 2 days, I was able to get to that 1,000 follower threshold, guys. So I know we can do it. I know we can knock this out. So do me a favor. Once again, make sure that you like, share, subscribe to the channel, because it helps the channel to grow. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you can get notified each and every time I upload a video. And guys, make sure you go down in the description box right here. I'm going to put it up on screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This is a video that I decided to put together because some people don't know what the description box is. I didn't when I first started. So this is something I wanted to make sure that you guys had a handle on. So go in the description box, go down there and check out the links that I put down there for every one of these fragrances right here, so that you won't have to hunt and look and search for these fragrances. I already got them ready, queued up. and ready for you to purchase, but you don't have to purchase anything. I understand sometimes you just want to watch the video, and I'm all here for it, guys. And once again, you know my name is Mr. Diaz Teddy, your fragrance sommelier, and over here we don't do stink, so please don't be a stink ass. Have a good one.